So I am yearning and allowing and intending to conceive of new ideas beyond our current language's categories and perceptions of the, that is, perceptions of the vibrations of the source, that is, the life in which and of which I live and move and have my being.
Now we want to give you something here. What do you mean?
Yes.
What do you mean when you talk about expressions that have not been before? We are understanding that. The next part of it. What do you mean by that?
I think that by our language, and what I'm getting at is that I'm wanting to move beyond the separation concepts of matter and energy, where matter indeed is energy and energy matter.
Well, everything is about that, and we have to say to you that all of you are doing that unconsciously, whether you realize it or not, because in this vibrational universe, you are all communicating far more from your vibration than you are from your words. Your words are truly inconsequential in terms of your vibrational interaction with this universe. Your words, perhaps if we explain to you a little bit about what's happening here, it will help you to understand that your question is already being answered in ways that you may or may not quite fully understand. Are you hearing all right over there by all of that racket? There, that is much better. When we are communicating here through Esther, we are not whispering words to her that she is repeating. Instead, we are in our place of knowing, offering our vibration about what we know and about who we be. And Esther, or you, are receiving this vibration at an unconscious level and then matching it with words of a physical equivalent. So what we are literally doing together here is building new language. In other words, you are beginning to hear the words that Esther is expressing. Esther did not have background, so she did not have a cache of words that she could easily match. She had to find conceptual ideas and bits and pieces here and there to match what she was feeling as our expression. And over time, as one of you offers a question vibrationally and verbally, and we receive the essence of your asking, and then we respond vibrationally to the essence of your asking, and Esther tries to find words that somehow match that expression, and then we sense or feel your response to her words, and we feel the energy that is triggered within you as a result of those words. We are then able to offer subtle or broader or deeper or more vibration, which gives her the opportunity to choose more words, until together we literally are making new language. Now, this is the way your language has always moved forward. Sometimes people will come to the gathering, and then they will go away, and they will begin receiving also. And sometimes they are uncomfortable that the words that they find in their translation process are often identical to the words that Esther has found in her translation process, because they have heard Esther's translation, and it is therefore then logical that when they feel the vibration that is being offered, that they would then match the words that are most familiar to that vibration in their translating process. And sometimes they worry that they are not really translating energy. They worry that they are just repeating what they have heard come forth from Esther. And we say, in the beginning, it is natural that the words that they would choose would be similar or same to the words that Esther has found. But eventually, if they are truly receiving, all kinds of new words from their personal experience will begin to come about. And that's what you're talking about here. You're talking about receiving non-physical knowing, matching it with the vibration and the language of your time and place, and putting the two together. So you are sort of a translator or a combiner, literally, of two worlds. We talk about this only briefly here because as we begin to speak to you about the physical you and the non-physical you, while our intent was to make the physical conscious human aware of the broader part of himself, sometimes instead of making you feel more a whole or a part of the whole, we actually, in our description of two parts, caused even more awareness of separation. When our intent is to help you to realize that you are eternal energy that is expressing in this physical format. And so the better you feel, in other words, the more joy you feel in any moment, the purer your connection to that expression. So what happens, the best of all worlds, is to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on, which means feeling great, summoning lots of non-physical energy into a physical format. So all of these things that you are talking about here always happens. It's just that most people do not know that it is happening. You get what we're talking about? All of you are receivers of your non-physical energy much more than you know. So many of your impulses are coming from that broader consciousness. But you have become those who have somehow come to believe more in separation than you believe in the wholeness of who you are. And your guilt and worry and blame and self-depreciation and all of that sort of thing are evidence of that. Good. We'll hear more from you. Are we getting to what you are reaching for?
Yes. And that is anticipating the major translation that I'm currently understanding and using, and that is where matter is a function of energy, and energy of matter.
Now give us more. What are you getting at there?
That I would see, in a sense, energy as the evolution from matter evolving to energy in an evolution.
Actually, it is the other way around.
That's what I'm...
It is, matter is the evolution of energy. First there is thought, then there is thought form, then there is matter. So matter is only thought that has been thought upon by more. And you see what, we began there actually yesterday, as we talked about how you live in a vibrational universe, and that what you see with your eyes is an interpretation of vibration. What you hear with your ears is an interpretation of vibration. What you smell with your nose, or taste with your tongue, or feel with your fingertips, these are all vibrational interpretations. So think about what's happened here. Large numbers of interpreters have come forth into a same or similar experience with same or similar interpreting faculties, and it is the agreement of the masses that have interpreted this into the solid matter that you see. There could be another who could be actually hear a part of your experience who may perceive this differently, and in their perception they would relate to it very differently than you are. That's why, in the same way that the dog can hear things that you don't hear, or smell things that you can't or would not want to smell, you as physical beings are interpreting all things similarly. But every now and again, one of you, like the dog that is different from you, become different from human. But this is all about interpretation. In other words, energy is vibrating, and in truth, there really is no such thing as this solid, materialistic universe that you are also convinced is here in your reality. It is that you are interpreting it through your senses, and therefore it is that experience for you. That's why some see the spaceships, some don't. It depends upon what vibrational level of interpretation they are at, you see. And those that see them swear that they are there. Large numbers of them swear that they have had those actual, real-life, physical feeling, materialistic experiences, but the masses are not having those experiences. You have yet to dig up those spaceships in your gardens or find those little bones in your soil. They are not there for all to interpret, you see. Want to take that a little bit further, there are other experiencers of life sharing your same space, vibrating on different frequencies, and it is only rarely that you intertwine, because you have set your dial at 101 FM and they are on 98.6, so to speak. So you're zigging while they're zagging. It's all working out very well.
parallel universes.
Another way of saying it. Be nice to be a real estate agent in both. Could get double listings on every street.
Multiple occupations.
But thank you very much.
We get to where you are
Yes.
going?
Thank you.
Taking thought beyond that which it has been before, truly. Right next to you.